Hello everybody, it's your boy Allosaurus Rex. Today for y'all we are playing... Or no, wait, what am I saying? Today for y'all I am going to be ranking every single Jurassic Park movie, all the Jurassic World movies. Going to be talking about Battle of Big Rock, the 2 TV shows, and going to be ranking all the games I've played, I haven't played every single game in the franchise. I want to, but I haven't. But that being said, let's get into it. So recently, I rewatched all of the movies from Jurassic Park 1 all the way up to Rebirth, and I wanted to do a tier list video for a while. I did something similar with Rebirth, like last year, for all the movies, ranking them from worst to best, but this time, we'll do it as a tier list, and I'll include Confrontations, Chaos Theory, and the games and whatnot. But yeah, that I've played. But yeah, getting into it for reals this time. Starting off with the original Jurassic Park, absolute masterpiece, peak. It deserves to go in this category. Come on, or this tier. This movie, it's my favorite movie of all time. There's obviously going to be some bias here, but I adore this movie. I love the dinosaurs, I love the characters. Alan Grant, Ian Malcolm, John Hammond, Ellie Sattler, Robert Muldoon, all of them legendary, love them. Steven Spielberg's directing in this movie is brilliant. This is arguably, I'd say this is arguably his best movie. And yeah, there's some bias there, but arguably, in my opinion, I think this is his best movie. Up close, second best, I'd say would be Jaws, but overall, Jurassic Park is probably his best movie, in my opinion. This movie does a really good job at utilizing practical effects and CGI. I'd say all the movies, for the most part, do a really good job at this. I love the Stan Winston maquette T-Rex. I love that animatronic, the animatronic. All the dinosaurs look good. They may not be accurate by today's standards, but they're so iconic. I love the music. The music in all the movies are really good, but overall, John Williams has probably the best in terms of like scores for the franchise. A close second would be Michael Giacchino, but anyways, love it. The actors done a great job as well. Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, all of them, love them. And if I had to pick a favourite scene of all the many scenes in this movie to be my favourite, it has to be the T-Rex breakout. It has to be that. When I think of Jurassic Park, I think of this specific scene. The T-Rex breaking out. I just love that scene so much. And the ending with the T-Rex and the Raptors, the when dinosaurs ruled the earth, banner falling down. Oh my god, cinema. Absolute cinema. But yeah, that being said, there's Jurassic Park in the peak tier, or S tier. Next up on the list is The Lost World. I love this movie. I'd say this and another movie that's probably going to pop up in a minute are the best sequels in the franchise. I absolutely adore The Lost World. Steven Spielberg came back to direct this one. John Williams done the score again. The animatronics, the practical effects, Stan Winston done the practical effects and animatronics for the first 3 movies. They all look phenomenal. The CGI as well is really good. Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum comes back. This time he's the main character. I would have loved to see Alan Grant make a cameo, because I think they were planning a scene with Alan Grant in the movie, but they cut it. Like something to do with him being in a bar, talking to Ian, something like that. I wish they kept that scene, or if I wish they had that in the movie, but oh well. Overall, I love The Lost World. I love the two T-Rexes. I love the raptors, the Stegosaurus. Oh my god, I love all the dinosaurs in this movie. Like I said, the designs may not be 100% accurate by today's standard. I mean, this is the Jurassic franchise. Come on, but I still really like their designs. If I had to pick a favorite scene from this movie, it's gotta be the San Diego scene. It's gotta be the San Diego scene. I don't know why people don't like that scene. There are some people that don't like that scene, but I don't know. I've always loved it, but anyways. Lost World, love it. Moving on. Jurassic Park 3, I would put that in good. My only problem with this movie, it's not the runtime. I think the runtime's fine. It's just the characters outside of Alan Grant are very annoying. Joe Johnston directed this one. I loved the Spinosaurus. That I don't mind the T-Rex getting killed off. I don't mind that. I love the raptor designs. I like most of the dinosaur designs in this movie. The Spinosaurus is so iconic though. It is so iconic. I hope we do see the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus come back, but I don't know if we will. I hope though. I hope so, but no well. I think the soundtrack is good. It's not as memorable as something like, you know, Jurassic Park and the Lost World soundtrack, but it's still pretty good. If I had to pick a favourite scene from this movie though, what would my favourite scene be? I do really like the aviary scene. I love the scene with the raptors setting up the trap. The Spinosaurus first showing up and fighting the T-Rex was really cool. I do like that scene. Probably the final act. The final scene with the Spinosaurus, maybe. But the Pteranodon's definitely up there, but Jurassic Park 3, I like it. I love it. I don't think it's as good as The Lost World, but it's still a very good movie in my opinion. But yeah, moving on to Jurassic World. I love this movie. This movie, I'd say this is tied with The Lost World, in my opinion. Jurassic World means so much to me. This was the first Jurassic Park movie I've seen in the cinema. I've seen pretty much every movie in the cinema from Jurassic World to moving on. I wasn't around when the original trilogy came out, but I love this movie so much. I absolutely adore it. The Indominus Rex is so... I love the Indominus Rex. I love the Indominus Rex. The original T-Rex from the first movie comes back, Rexy. I love the raptors. I love the characters, Owen Grady, Claire. Plus, you know, I like Chris Pratt. He's one of my favourite actors. I loved him in Guardians of the Galaxy and Magnificent Seven and whatnot. But, yeah. Colin Trevorrow done a very good job with this movie. They done a very good job. The soundtrack as well is so good. I have listened to the soundtracks for Jurassic Park, Lost World, and Jurassic World quite a lot on Spotify. Even Rebirth's soundtrack as well, but Jurassic World means a lot to me. This is Jurassic Park 4. This movie has been in production hell for so long, like 14 years since Jurassic Park 3 came out, and then Jurassic World came out, like 14 years later. Dude, they came back with a bang. I love this movie. The only problem I really have, this is more nitpicky, it's not really as present as it is in Rebirth, but we don't care about dinosaurs anymore. That's... Pebbles, what? Wow. She's probably gonna keep meowing, but the problem I have with that, again, it's more nitpicky. That we don't care about dinosaurs anymore. That is bullshit. That is bullshit, because Okay, if you don't care about dinosaurs anymore, why is there so many people in the park? Why is there so many people in the park? And also, the scene where, this isn't bullshit, but the scene where Henry Wu, he came back from the original as well, one of the only few legacy people that come back. Also, they do honor John Hammond a lot in this movie with the statues. They even honor him a little bit in Fallen Kingdom, but anyways, that scene where he's talking to Masrani is so overlooked. So overlooked, because he says, okay, the reason why the dinosaurs look so different compared to how they do in real life is because they like filled in the gaps with the DNA with other animals and shit. See, people complain about the dinosaurs' design. Are they perfect? No. No. I mean, the baryonyx design in Fallen Kingdom isn't very good, but there's a reason to why the dinosaurs look like that. There is a reason, and he says it, but people don't really listen, but oh well. Anyways, I love Jurassic World, masterpiece. Or, yeah, it's great. It's a great movie. I love it. I don't know why people just started hating on it when Rebirth was coming out. I don't know why. I really don't understand that. But yeah, if I had to pick a favourite scene, it's gotta be the final fight with Rexy and the Indominus Rex and Blue, and then the Mosasaurus comes in. I love it. I love it. A lot of great scenes in this movie. Plus, they don't really shove. I'd say they don't really shove the references in your face. There are references to the original movie, right enough, but like they don't shove it in your face like some of the newer movies do. But oh well. Yeah, Jurassic World, love it. Great movie. Now we move on to Fallen Kingdom. I like Fallen Kingdom. I love it. I'll put it on good. That is a very unpopular opinion. I love Fallen Kingdom. I love the opening scene. Jay Biona, I see his vision. He was trying to like get the horror back, and you know, I like that with the third act. Is Fallen Kingdom a little silly at times? Yeah. I mean, all the movies have their unrealistic moments. The Lost World had Sarah Harding like holding her weight on broken glass. Like, yeah, that's a bit silly, but like they really pushed it with this one, I'd say, with the Owen surviving the gas, the mist from the clouds from the volcano. They do push it there. I like most or some of the characters in this movie. I love Owen. I love Claire in this. Ian Malcolm, I wish he was utilised a lot more. Plus, you know, here's a plus. They use more animatronics in Jurassic World. That, to be fair, that is kind of a complaint I have with Jurassic World, but at least they use more animatronics in this movie. I love the dinosaurs. The Indoraptor's pretty cool. Doesn't really. I wish it was in it a little more. And people take issue with the scene where Ted Levine's character, or you may know him as Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs, but his character, Ken Wheatley, I think he's called, it's like trying to steal its tooth, and the Indoraptor just starts smiling and like wagging its tail around. People call that Looney Toony, which, okay, but I swear I've heard this from somewhere, don't correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard from somewhere that the reason why the Indoraptor was quote unquote smiling was because of, you know, apparently in the lore it wasn't being treated right by someone in the lore, and then it just killed him or something. There's this deleted scene where it like plays with a skull. I wish they kept that, but I don't know. So it like kind of mimics it. See, dogs do that. Dogs do that with how it looks like they're smiling, but they're not. You know, I think the Indoraptor was doing something like that. Or, you know, maybe that whole thing isn't actually real, but oh well. Fallen Kingdom, I love it. I love the opening scene. The music as well is really good. And the dinosaur roster. I love the Carnotaurus in this movie. I love the Carnotaurus in this movie. Some of the designs aren't that great. Baryonyx isn't very good. The website design for Baryonyx in like 2015, they should have used that one instead, but oh well. T-Rex was amazing. Anyways, overall movie was brilliant, or good. I love it, but it's nowhere near as good as something like Lost World or Jurassic Park 3. Or Jurassic World, actually. Actually, you know what? I might move Jurassic Park 3 up. I might move Jurassic Park 3 up. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Now we move on to the interesting one. Jurassic World Dominion. I don't hate it, but it pisses me off. I'm gonna put in meh. I don't hate. My problem with Dominion is the locusts and the fact that they just like, oh, here's a random kidnapping plot with Maisie. Why? Plus, okay, getting to positives, I love seeing the original cast, Alan, Ellie, and Ian, interact with the newer characters. I love that. I love the Therizinosaurus scene, where Claire's like in the woods and like she's trying to get away from the Therizinosaurus quietly. I love that. Buck and Dole make a cameo at the end, which is nice. They meet Rexy, which I love it. I love how they recreate the T-Rex logo in like the final act of the movie with Rexy. I love that. But yeah, my problems, the locusts, why? This is a dinosaur movie, by the way. But the locusts have more screen time than the dinosaurs. Watch the extended cut. Watch the extended cut. The extended cut is better. When I talk about Dominion, I only watch the extended cut. I've seen the theatrical cut a couple of times, but I mainly watch the extended cut. I do like the prologue, though. I really like the prologue. Is it a bit silly in some bits? Yeah. But getting into some of the dinosaurs in the movie. I'm not saying this would, like, change the impact of the movie or the overall reception, but why are we using dinosaurs that we barely have any fossils for? Or, like, we barely have any information on? Things like Atrociraptor and Pyroraptor. Don't get me wrong, I like seeing dinosaurs that aren't as well known appear. I like that. But why here's the Pyroraptor and Atrociraptor were like roughly the same size of like a real Velociraptor. So, you know, they could have used Deinonychus. Velociraptor was based on Deinonychus in the Jurassic Park movies. They could have used Utahraptor as well, but whatever. I don't like the Giganotosaurus's design. They should have used the evolution design, but whatever. But anyways, Dominion, it's very meh. Probably, definitely the worst movie in the franchise, but I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's a terrible movie. It is watchable, in my opinion, but it's... Dominion was a massive disappointment. Not a terrible movie, though. Jurassic World Rebirth, I thought it was pretty good. It's better than Fallen Kingdom, but I really like Rebirth. I like the new characters. What's his name? The guy who directed. Gareth Edwards. That's a brilliant choice for a director. For a Jurassic, I love Godzilla 2014. I loved Rogue One. I think he's a brilliant choice for a director for the franchise. I think he's a really good choice. Peter Jackson would also be a good choice since he'd done King Kong, but yeah, I like the characters. I love how Henry Loomis has like a connection to Alan Grant. That way, you know, he connects to the original movies in some shape or form. I like Mahershala Ali's character, Duncan Kidd. He was cool. I like Scarlett Johansson's character, Zora Bennett. She's not my favourite character in the franchise, but I do like her. My favourites are Duncan and Henry. I like the Spinosaurus in this movie. They are a bit more paleo accurate with the paddle tail, but there's also some inaccuracies with them, which, yeah, okay, it's Jurassic Park, that's fair enough. I love the river raft scene. They finally added the river raft scene from the book. They were planning to have the river raft scene in the original movie with, you know, Rexy, Alan, and the two kids for the original movie, but they couldn't do it because of budget and, like, you know, it was 1993, but I'm happy they finally did. I am pretty surprised that they didn't bother doing any of the novel scenes for the Jurassic World trilogy, which is a bit surprising, but oh well. My only complaints, there are some inconsistencies. Now, every movie franchise has inconsistencies. There are some mistakes in, like, the opening titles, like the opening bits where it's like, oh, it's been 32 years since dinosaurs came back. Canonically, it would have been 40 years, like 40 something years by that point, because dinosaurs were brought back in the 80s canonically. I know that's meant to be more of a nod to Jurassic Park, but, you know. And at times, but because they said that, it's been 32 years since Jurassic Park, or like, you know, since dinosaurs came back. Which, you know, I know that was a reference to Jurassic Park. Wouldn't the movie be set in 2025, the release year, instead of 2027? Because this movie's like 5 years after Dominion. Like, supposed to be 5 years after Dominion. There's some inconsistency. I don't like the Mutodons. The raptors were done dirty. They had a great design, by the way, but they were done so dirty. I wish they kept that scene with the raptors in the gas station or whatever it was. I wish they kept that, but they didn't. I loved the T-Rex design. The Titanosaurus was pretty cool. I wish they kept the Quetzalcoatlus design from Dominion, because I really like that design, but oh well. I do like the colours on the Quetzal from Rebirth. I do like the colours. Overall, Rebirth is a solid movie. I really liked it. Oh yeah, not to mention, Dominion had that god-awful retcon with the... Okay, it is a bit silly. Fallen Kingdom hinted or said that Maisie was a clone, but then in Dominion they've retconned it in the dumbest way possible. Yeah, that's another reason why Dominion's on meh. But anyways, moving on. Battle at Big Rock. I'm putting this on great. I love Battle at Big Rock. I love it. Battle of Big Rock was so good. So good. That is, like... I wish they'd done more short films. But they didn't. This was, like, supposed to tease Dominion. Or, at the time, it was known as, like, Jurassic World 3, because, you know, this movie came out right after or the short film came out right after Fallen Kingdom did. But, you know, the point is, it was meant to tease Dominion. And, you know, it nails everything. The tone, dinosaurs on the mainland, it nails that really well. The Lost World San Diego scene, and I'd say the ending of Fallen Kingdom handled the mainland thing well. Battle of Big Rock done it really well. Dominion not so much though, but no well. Yeah, the Allosaurus is really cool. I like the Nocicephalus. Overall, Battle of Big Rock, peak. Absolute peak. I really wish Dominion was like Battle of Big Rock, but it wasn't. Moving on to Camp Cretaceous. I don't remember much of it, but I remember thinking it was alright. First 3 seasons were pretty good, but like after that it does dip. it really dips in quality by the time you get to like season 4 and 5. Spinosaurus comes back. I do like the Scorpius Rex. But yeah, Camp Cretaceous was okay. It was okay. Chaos Theory, I haven't seen. I will try to watch it at some point. I've seen clips of it. There's things from the clips I've seen, there's things I like, and there's things that I don't like. Overall, I'll try to get around to it at some point. Now moving on to the games. Starting off with Jurassic Park Classic Games Collection. This game pretty much has like most of the games from the first movie. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. My favourite game on this has to be Jurassic Park for the Sega Genesis, or that came out originally on the Sega Genesis. I love that game. I love it. And you know, I also do like the NES Jurassic Park game. I enjoy Jurassic Park Rampage Edition. I enjoy Chaos Continues. I'm not too crazy about what the 16-bit one was it? There's moments where you kind of go first person, but the controls are just so stiff on it, or just the movement is quite stiff. Overall, I like it. I hope they do a Lost World and Jurassic Park 3 Classic Games Collection. I will definitely. I've done a video on this game, but I will definitely do videos on the Lost World and Jurassic Park 3 Classic Games Collection if they do it. If they do it, I hope they do. But oh well. Lego Jurassic World, I love it. I love it. Great game. I hope they do a second one where they include things like Fallen Kingdom, Dominion, and Rebirth. They can even include Battle of Big Rock, Camp Cretaceous, and Chaos Theory if they really wanted to, but definitely the newer 3 movies. I love this game. This game's my childhood. I love it. Jurassic Park Builder. I didn't play a lot of it. I played a little bit. This might be controversial, but I think it's alright. I think it's alright. It's not my favourite mobile game. But in fact, not all the mobile games are very good, but Builder, it was okay from what I played. It is sad that they shut the game down. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I don't remember a lot of it, but I did play it though. I played a little bit of it. Jurassic World the game. I played quite a lot of this, but I think it's just okay. I think it's okay. I remember, I don't know if they got rid of this, but I remember they had a feature where you like could scan your brawlosaurs, and like they were basically like Hasbro made some like toys for that game where you can like, they can fight each other and shit, and you can scan them into the game. And I always used to scan in like my red T-Rex brawlosaur to fight some other dinosaur. I like that. I don't know if they got rid of that. If they did that, that is shit, but oh well. I thought it was alright. Jurassic World Alive, I don't really care that much for it. I think it's meh. I played a little bit of it, but I just get bored playing it. I just get bored playing it. Jurassic World Evolution, I think it's okay. I do have some problems with it. I'm not a fan of how the power is meant. You know, you can watch my video on Jurassic World Evolution 1. I'll probably link it in the description, but there's things about it that I don't like, but there's a lot of things there's things that I do like, but there's things that I don't like. I'm kind of on the fence with Evolution. I love the Return to Jurassic Park DLC though. I love that DLC, but oh well. Jurassic World Evolution 2 is great. I love it. Had perfect amount of DLCs. The campaign was a bit meh, but overall, I mainly just played this game for Sandbox, and you know, I had fun. I had fun with Evolution 2. Evolution 3, I will put on great for now. We're finally getting a Rebirth DLC next week, which I'm happy with. The game's finally, you know, getting updated after months of being on a hiatus. To be fair, the franchise was on quite a hiatus for like a little bit, but I like this game. I like how you can, you know, have modular building, you know. I like how you can have baby dinosaurs now. You can have like a family of dinosaurs now, which is pretty cool. I just wish, my biggest issue with this game is the complexity meter and the lack of DLC. Obviously, you know, they had a hiatus. I don't know what that was all about, but well, if they fixed, I know they fixed the complexity meter before, but it's still pretty annoying. If they fix it again and they add on more DLC and have better communication, I can see it being better than Evolution 2, but for now, so far it's on par with Evolution 2, but no. And we move on to Jurassic Park Survival, which isn't even out yet, so I won't be ranking it, but I'm very excited for the game. So, let me look everything over. Jurassic Park on peak. Lost World on great. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. You know what? You know what? I'll move these two up in peak. Will I move up? Whoop! Yeah, I'll move Battle Big Rock up in peak. Yeah, I'll put these on peak. Jurassic Park 3, I'm okay with that being up there. I'd say I do like Evolution 3 more. But you know, that's fair. I'd say that's fair. Rebirth is good. Fallen Kingdom's also good. I think that game's pretty good. Yeah, Camp Cretaceous was alright. I'll keep it there. I'll move Evolution 1 above. Actually, no. I'll move it above those two. I'll move it above those two. I don't really have that wide of a memory for Builder, or that huge of a memory for Builder. Or, you know, I don't remember Builder that much. I did like it though, but I don't like it as in thought it was alright. I do prefer Evolution 1 more over Builder. Dominion on meh, that's fine. I can move it down to shit. I can move it down to shit, but I won't. I don't think it's terrible. There's just things about it that's pretty shit. But yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's an okay list. Comment if you agree, if you disagree. Let me know your ranking. If you include the games, movies, shows, anything, go ahead, rank it. Okay. Oh shit, I forgot about the motion comics. I've seen those. I thought if I put the motion comics in, I'll probably just put them in okay. Will I put the motion comics in? Yeah, you know what, I'll put the motion comics in. You know what, the more I think about the Jurassic World motion comics, they weren't very good. They weren't terrible though. I do like the last one with the Allosaurus. And I do like the T-Rex one was okay. Maybe not on alright. I'll put on meh, but it's kinda close to shit. It is kinda close to shit. They would have been better as like actual short films instead of, you know, motion comics, but whatever. Yeah, I think that'll do. But yeah, let me know your ranking for all the movies, all the shows, and like the games that you guys have played. Or if you all agree with my tier list. If you do, cool. If not, that's also cool. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to. Completely up to you, but yeah. that's about it. See you on the next one, and stay safe.